Thanks for tuning in to the KRVN Sports Podcast page, your home for all of the local broadcasts produced by KRVN Sports. This page and the playback is brought to you by Hoegemeyer Hybrids, raising the bar on yield performance. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen. Fall camp got underway this week for the UNK volleyball squad. Of course, the Lopers, as usual, are coming off a big season, which they won 30 matches last year. They were the conference champs and qualified for the NCAA tournament. And while it's early, head coach Rick Squiers has seen some good signs.
Yeah, I think everything's been pretty positive so far. We had, a large percentage of our team came in seemingly ready to go and physically in a good place. And, I think it's evident that we've had some people touch the ball a little bit over the summer. And I know we got to see a lot of them during our camp season. So, not the first time for us, but spirits are good, and I think there's optimism in the gym, and that's kind of what you want this time of year.
You have such a strong nucleus back from last year's bunch that won 30 matches. Every year is different, but I would think you have to be excited about this group.
Yeah, for sure we feel like we're going to have some weapons, some firepower, and, a person to deliver the ball to those people, and, returning All-American setter and Peyton Neff. So a lot of really important things that, give you a chance to be successful in volleyball are on the roster. At the same time, I can't remember a year where maybe we've lost every serve receiver, at least 90% of the balls that were serve received past last year came from folks who graduated. So that was an important order of business in the spring, and we thought we made some progress, and we've got a couple of other newcomers here in the fall, but it's going to be a new libero and new DSs, and if we have a 6 rotation player, that'll be somebody probably new, and so that's always a little bit concerning because every coach will tell you that the serve and pass game is the foundation of what you can do. So until we've had a few games under our belt and seen that base is covered, you're always a little bit concerned about whether you're going to be able to fill some of the holes left behind due to graduation.
Well, and that for years has been such a strength for you. What's that like going into this fall? Still with some questions to be answered there.
Yeah, I think mostly it's good. Part of the reason it's been a strength for us is because we certainly value it in the recruiting process. And so as things unfolded last year and as, recruiting happened and the transfer portal and things like that, we tried to make sure that was high on our list. And so we picked up Ellie Spang, who came here in the second semester last year, who played libero at UND and was their starter for a couple of years. So she has experience, and she had a good spring for us. We also grabbed another starting libero who played at Illinois Springfield in Anna Lentz, who is from Kansas City and decided to jump in on our program this year. So she's got a year under her belt. And then we've got a couple of players returning as well, and Ryan Mock and Alina Peterson, who have made some progress. Carly Purdy can play back row. She plays in the rotation. And then Bryn McNair joined us from Regis, who was a 6 rotation player for them. So it'll be a bit, by committee probably, and there will be a learning curve there. But I think we've got talent in that position. It's just a matter now of finding some comfort and confidence, and hopefully that'll come with practice and scrimmages and all that.
Every year you like to take a trip if you can. How about this trip to the East Coast to get things started?
Yeah, it'll be new for me, at least going to that part of the country. It sounds like an interesting tournament. I know for sure we're going to get to see an Elite Eight opponent in Bentley. Don't know a whole lot about the other teams. We'll probably do a little bit of a quick scout on them based on what they did last year. But we're excited about it. It's new. I think it's still going to be better competition than we probably faced in California last year in our opening weekend. So that's a little bit by design, and also just you never quite know what you're going to see in early going. But I expect to be tested at least once or twice out there, and then that'll be followed up by a much stronger UNK Fall Classic with Missouri St. Louis and Sioux Falls and South Dakota Mines finishing in the top 3 of the RMAC last year, and they're an up-and-coming program. And so we're going to have I think for sure, a stronger pre-conference schedule than we've had in the last 2 or 3 years.
Also figures nothing new here that the MIAA, which you won last year, which was quite the accomplishment for the regular season title, but the league should be pretty tough again, too.
Yeah, it's going to be the usual suspects plus a few probably. I think a lot of teams return a lot of players. It's kind of one of those things where, I think the fact that you maybe for a few years had 4 or 5 really strong teams has made the bottom half become even stronger because everybody's just trying to keep up, and in turn then they all become good. So we're also in the North, which looks like it's going to be every bit as strong as it was last year, if not stronger. Washburn returns a lot. Fort Hays is a team on the rise who gave us a lot of trouble last year, and certainly Mo Western, Northwest, Emporia, third-year staff now that has recruited well. So it's going to be night in and night out to every bit of what we've become accustomed to here in the MIAA, and should be some really exciting volleyball. And if you want to be in the mix, you're going to have to play well every night.
And that was UNK volleyball coach Rick Squiers. The Loopers again will begin the season in Vermont. They'll have their home opener set for September 9th against Peru State. For KRVN Sports, I'm Jayson Jorgensen.